Welcome to another video. I am very excited. Hang on, I haven't even got the books. If you watched my birthday video diary, you would see that my amazing friend got me 5 books for my birthday. I have not owned books before, so I am really excited that I am finally building out a book collection. Because of that, I wanted to do a let's see how many V.E. Schwab books I can read in a week. I swear to God, if I get attached to this character and then I have to grieve them. Those of you who know me personally and have watched my previous videos know that I absolutely love V.E. Schwab's writing, V.E. Schwab's stories, world, so I'm definitely excited for this. We're starting with A Darker Shade of Magic, so that's what this box set is. It is gorgeous. I love the books. I love the covers. So there are 3. A Darker Shade of Magic, A Conjuring of Light, and A Gathering of Shadows. I'm intrigued. Will I want to continue the series? Will I be absolutely obsessed with all 3? We're going to find out. I already started A Darker Shade of Magic yesterday because I was too excited. I am 21 pages through, so not too far. A lot of info dumping already. Well, not info dumping. She does it. She tells the world and introduces you to the story in such a beautiful way. I'm not overwhelmed with information. I'm a little bit confused, but I'm not like overwhelmingly confused where I'm like, I could never read this. I haven't read the summary. I've gone in blind. Already I can just tell the kind of vibe that it will be. I'm feeling Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, Gothic, Stephen King, just from the vibe of it. But we're going to continue with A Darker Shade of Magic. At the moment, as far as I've gotten, we've been introduced to Kel. He seems to have magic powers. He seems to be able to transcend into parallel worlds. This is completely, after 20 pages, by the way, I actually have no idea. We've had insinuations of a marking on a wall which allows him to ripple through it. There's like red London, grey London, black London, white London. So I'm intrigued to see what they're about. He has met the king so far, and the king needed like proof that he was legit, so he gave him like a coin from red London, and just little things like that, which is just sprinkling in information, introducing us to the world, introducing us to the characters. Yeah, I'm already invested, so I'm going to continue reading this for a bit and I'll update you when I'm 100 pages in.
Warm breeze through the window, coffee getting cold, your smile in the lamplight, stories left untold. Take it slow, take it easy. Life's a song we're meant to play. In this moment, sweet and breezy, let the worries drift away.
Start again. Hi, before I start, I need to take a sip of this cherry flavour sparkling water. I got to 97 pages in, so this will count as my 100-page update of A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I said in the intro clip, because I had already read like 20 pages or so, that I was glad because there wasn't much info dumping and it wasn't too difficult to understand and things like that. However, that has kind of changed, and not in a negative way. I love V.E. Schwab too much to ever speak negatively about her books, but it is quite an info dump. There's so many things I'm kind of confused by, and I don't know whether that's because of the book, you know, introducing you to a new world, a new magic system, new characters, like everything, the lore, or whether it's because I'm tired every evening like after work I'm reading at the moment. So it could be that I'm just tired and I'm struggling to take in information, but there is quite a lot of new things to understand. If you like to go into books blind, I would skip right now, maybe to the next part where I'm reading so you can see my reactions. But so far we have Kel. He seems to be he's an artisan. Is that what it's called? Hang on. He's an Antari. I don't know. He's like some sort of magic person, and the magic system here isn't genetic. They are just lucky, I suppose, if they get it. That is what Kel is. And there are a couple other characters that we're following too. There is a girl. I should have made notes before I did this. I literally just got back from work and I was like, I really want to update. So sorry, the info is quite sporadic. I think her name is Lila. She is also a character that we're following. I don't really know much about her yet, except that she wants to be a pirate, and also she isn't really living anywhere at the moment, and because she wants to be a pirate, she tried to like live on this pirate ship, but some guy who was collecting money from her harassed her because she didn't have enough of the money, and because of that she figured out the situation, and then because of what she did she had to flee, so now she needs somewhere to stay, and she somehow knows, is it Rye? I should have really looked this up. Baron, who I believe is a tavern keeper. I don't really know much about him, but his name keeps popping up. She knows him. I guess she went to the tavern to stay or something. Anyway, that she's had one chapter, but I don't know what it is about V.E. Schwab's female leading characters. They are so good. Male characters I am getting used to. There's also Astrid, who seems to be some sort of royalty, and then there's the king, Rye, and Holland. And I thought they were talking about Hollanders in the place for a bit, but it turns out there's a character called Holland. And then I thought Holland was Kel's surname because he also has a black eye, but it turns out Holland is a completely other person who is also an Antari. And I don't really know the relationship between Rye and Kel yet, but they seem to be close, and I can't tell whether they're good close or like enemies, but I believe they are brothers from adoption. I'm going to continue reading this, and we're going to follow the multiple characters, and I'm pretty sure there's another character beginning with A. Athos. And I believe he is also some sort of royalty. Oh, there is also another character that they just introduced. I think he has no name actually, but he was just captured by Athos and Astrid. And I'm also learning about the places as well. There's White London, Red London, Black London, Grey London. So there's so many words to learn, so many names to learn, and a lot of lore. The more I read, I'm sure I'll figure it out. So I'm going to continue reading this now, and I will update at 50% and let you know my thoughts. Just wanted to quickly say Kel right now is drunk, I think, and he's walking down the street and he's about to walk to the tavern. Now I don't remember what world Lila was in, but I have a feeling that he's going to meet Lila, so that'd be cool. You know it's gonna be like a fast-paced scene with a lot going on when the chapters just shorter and shorter. Tell me why I'm so excited for Kel and Lila to meet. Their scenes right now are quite like parallel, and I think they're gonna meet like at some point, but I don't know why. I just really want them to meet.
Evening shadows dancing on the cobblestone. Jazz notes softly calling. We're never quite alone. Take it slow, take it easy. Life's a song we're meant to play in this moment.
Swear to God, something was just kind of like hinted just now. And I swear to God, if I get attached to this character and then I have to grieve them, I really hope that doesn't happen.
Sweet and breezy, let the worries drift away.
Oh my God, Okay, I'm 200 pages into A Darker Shade of Magic now. Everything's making sense. Like, I literally imagined it would, because it was so confusing at first with all of the information. Everything has just clicked into place and everything makes sense now. Yeah, I would say if you're reading this, just stick through the first part because it makes sense now. I understand the world, I understand what they're doing, I understand who Kel is, I understand the magic system. So yeah, just had to stick with it. I love the characters so much. Kel and Lila specifically, obviously because of the main characters. But I love them. I love them so much. They're so cool and they're so unique and they're so three-dimensional. The side characters I am still a bit confused by. There's twins. I think they are from White London. And then there is Rye, who is his like adopted brother who is from Red London, which is also where Kel's from. I think Lila is from Grey London and no one is from Black London. Black London has fallen and is in ruin and is just a vast empty world. I won't explain too much because I don't want to give any spoilers, but the stone, I can't remember if I've explained it before, but Kel basically found a stone and it is not good. And we've just figured out now what we have to do with it. I'm really excited. It seems to be like an adventure. We're halfway through. I will say Kel really reminds me of Kaz from Six of Crows, so if you like that book, I reckon you will like this.
Moonlight paints the water silver soft.
Something happened and it happened like close to where this character is heading to right now. And I feel like it's supposed to be a we know type situation and I'm worried because I like this character.
Everything feels lighter on a summer night. Take it slow, take it easy. Life's a song we're meant to play. In this moment, sweet and breezy, let tomorrow find its way.
god, I am so tired today. It is Monday the 29th of June. I need to update on A Darker Shade of Magic because oh my god, this book, even though I'm super tired today and may not have the motivation to show it, but this book was so good. I loved it and I can't stop thinking about it. I miss the characters. I miss feeling like I'm in a movie. Like I miss the feeling of it. I'm so intrigued. I'm so intrigued. I mean, I say that there isn't really anything that much to be intrigued by. The story ended really nice and roundedly and there was a conclusion to the story. So it wasn't really a cliffhanger. It was just a more may come type of ending. And we know there is because all 3 books are out. But I feel like at the time before they're announced, you're like, ooh, I absolutely loved it. Like I said, I love V.E. Schwab's writing. I rated this a 4.5 star. It definitely has potential to be a 5 star. Like how much I love V.E. Schwab's books and how much I love the characters in the story. I just bumped it a 0.1 star. I would bump it 1 star, but because it's V.E. Schwab, it can only be half a star. Because the beginning was quite difficult to get into and there was a lot of information to learn, I feel like that's kind of unfair to bump a star because of that. This is just my personal opinion. I don't know. It sounds really unfair when I say it out loud. I love V.E. Schwab. She's such a good author. I feel like if I started A Gathering of Shadows today, I would just fall asleep. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to start this today, but I am definitely going to start it as soon as I can because I'm really excited. I'm trying not to read the blurb. It looks like someone else on the cover. Like this looks like it was definitely Kel with his jacket on. And I'm like, who is this? Like, is this Lila? It could be Lila. Ooh. I read like 2 sentences the other day just to see how it's gonna start, and the first sentence carries on from A Darker Shade of Magic, so I think it's just gonna continue seamlessly and I'm really excited to see where it goes and I will update you. Good evening. I am now 100 pages into A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab, the 2nd book in the series. I'm not gonna lie, I've been struggling to get back into this, but then when I am reading it and I am reading the chapters, I'm absolutely loving it. So I think it's just a me thing right now, but I am enjoying this. And we're following Lila a little bit more. Although as I say that, I think the next chapter that I was gonna read is following Kel, so it might be a 50-50. I'm only 97 pages in, so I'm really enjoying already the character development. And I'm pretty sure there was even a new character introduced. It is, I keep saying it, I need to Google which one came first. I'm not saying anyone copied the other, I can't speak, but there are similarities between like the feeling and the world of 6 of Crows and A Darker Shade of Magic. The front, I think I said in the last clip, I was guessing whether it was Lila, and I think it is because the way that they describe her, it matches the front cover. I just remembered a plot twist that what's it called? Not a plot twist. It is a plot twist, but like a cliffhanger that happened in the last chapter I just read, and I literally closed the book and I was like, and I've been reading more like in the night time, which is why I haven't recorded any of it because the lighting's just too bad to film. But yeah, I'm confused. There's a character that I thought was no longer in it that has just been mentioned. I am loving it. I love Lila as a character. As soon as she was first mentioned in A Darker Shade of Magic, I just loved her. And I just love the way V.E. Schwab invents characters. I'm going to continue reading this after dinner and chores and all that life stuff. And I'll update when I get to 50% through. But yeah, so far, I'm enjoying it just as much as the first book. It has been a while since I last did an update. I actually couldn't remember if I did an update for this or not. Life has been so fast paced. Because of that, I hadn't yet done an update on A Gathering of Shadows. And I'm not gonna lie, it's taking so long to read this book. Not because it's bad at all, it's just because life. But that's okay. Luckily I own this, so I don't need to return it to the library. But I do really wanna know what happens and I just can't read it as much as I want. Got past the 200 pages mark. I'm about halfway through now. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. At the moment, there is a sort of dance between 2 characters who haven't been around each other for a bit.
and they miss each other. They try and like refuse that, but they do, I can tell. And they're kind of like, one person is there and then like the day after they're there and they're like, oh, I just missed them. And they're like kind of doing like this dance. So that's exciting. And then there's also this trial that is going on for people with powers. And there's a character from the first book who is in this book, and they didn't have powers in the first book, but they've just developed powers or learnt to manage them, and they really want to do the trial, but they're not actually enrolled in it. Someone that they know is. So I think they're working on getting enrolled in it secretly. So that will be a lot of fun. I don't really know what else, to be honest. Just a lot of atmosphere, a lot of like pirates, the ocean, boats, finding themselves, learning about each other, deepening relationships, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm gonna get stuck into this for the rest of the day. It's currently 11 a.m. on July 12th. Yeah, let's try and get through this a bit more. I think I will update either when I've finished it or when I'm like 3/4 of the way. Ignore the ambient music in the background, but I just wanted to say there's a character in here that I currently really like. I didn't like at first, but I like him now, and he's becoming close with another character, and currently something is happening and I feel like it's gonna unfold that we don't like him, and then it turns out he's actually a snake behind their back, and I'm scared. I don't want to not like him. See, I knew, like, I didn't suspect it at all in this part, but just from what was happening just now, I knew that this guy wasn't who he thought he was. I reckon he has like a second life or something. Hello, good evening. I am making a drink, so I wanted to just update while I did this. I am almost finished. I'm almost finished. I really don't want to finish this one. Like, weirdly enough, it was the longest I've taken, I don't know about ever, but it's the longest I've taken longer to read this book, basically. It's taken like the whole of July, almost. It's the 13th today. I started reading this at the beginning of July. I don't know why it's taken so long. I have not stopped thinking about the book today. It has got me, what's the word? Snatched up? I don't know, proper pulled in. It's so good. I haven't stopped thinking about it today, so I am upping my current star rating. I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm currently making a strawberry coconut water, because this brand, right, this isn't reading related, but I drank this brand like every single day in the summer in Guernsey in the UK, and I couldn't find it anywhere over here, so I was like, so sad. I found it. But yeah, this book is incredible, and there's so much that's about to happen. Something is building up, which is about to happen, supposedly, like it's parallel happening at the same time as we follow our characters. So it's like quite scary, like it's building up and building up. They're getting more closer in proximity. But look how much there is left. What the hell is gonna happen in this last
tiny little bit. Things have been happening more like a character driven story, and then suddenly around like the 60% mark something was happening and something's been brewing and it's been growing and things are kicking off, and it's like, okay, so the last tiny little bit here, what's gonna happen? There's a whole other book and it's quite thick too, so it's like something's gonna happen to warrant that huge other book. I needed to update you before I finished it. I am definitely going to be filming myself read the rest. I'm going to read a little bit before Luke gets home, and then I'm probably going to mourn the loss of the characters, but it's okay because I have the third book. I do want to read another book in between those, so this vlog will be on pause while I cleanse my palette, read another literary fiction that I really want to read, and then I'm going to get to the last book. Guys, I love it. I love it so much. Let's do it. Theory about this. So someone wanted someone, but that person has gone, like they've ran off. So I'm stressed if that someone who wanted someone takes someone else, and there are like two people who I don't want them to take. If you've read this, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I haven't spoiled it. Note while I show you clips of reading this, because I have got to 30% of this book, and right now I'm having a lazy Sunday and I don't look very presentative. What's the word? So far this book has been a lot, and that is a good thing. Like, we are literally 27% through, to be exact, at page 171 as I'm speaking, doing this voiceover, and so much has happened. A couple characters have died, a couple characters have healed and come back. My heart has been broken and then mended again and then broken again. There has been a lot of emotions between a couple of the characters too, a lot of tension, and it is just crazy because we are only a quarter of the way through this book. There have been more characters included too, some more that have been introduced and then they leave. It's crazy because you get really attached to them in such a short amount of time, and you learn who they are, you learn about them, you learn their fears, their goals, and then they're just like ripped away from you. So a lot of emotions. V.E. Schwab is just a genius with her writing. I love it so much. It's a really, really rainy day, not in these clips but as I'm speaking, so it is perfect to read it. So I'm going to get some more through. I really hope I can get to just over half, because it is currently the 26th of July and I still haven't, this is in relation to another video that I've put up, my TBR jar, I still haven't read Alchemy of Secrets from my July TBR. So I really hope I finish this, but I also don't want to rush it because I'm loving it so much, and I'm loving the whole atmosphere, the world, the characters, everything. I'm really invested, and I'm also starting to really like a character that I hated in the last book or two, so that's interesting. I feel like there's going to be a lot of character development there. Anyway, I'll leave you to continue watching this montage of me reading, and I hope you're enjoying the vibe, and I will update you when I'm a little bit further through the book. Do a quick update because I keep forgetting and I can't stop reading this. I am currently probably about 60% through this book now. I am on page 438 and I wanted to update when I got to 200 pages, and then again I wanted to update at 50%, but I just continued reading, and then I went to work today and I've got back and I've just continued reading. This is such a good book. I can't get enough. I'm thinking about the characters all the time. Obsessed. Reading this book feels like a constant hug is all I can say, and just the atmosphere is so cozy. It's so dark. It's the epitome of fantasy. It's just crazy how V.E. Schwab, the author, is able to really dive deep into every single character. Even the side characters have such deep character development, personalities. They are real people to me. It's so good. It's really, really good. So I'm really, really enjoying this. A lot is happening. At the moment, there is something that the characters need to get to do something, to do something important, something integral to the story, to develop it, and something big. There has been a lot of corruption, a lot of death, and a lot of ruination of the world that they're in right now, and they really need to save that, and I really hope that they can. You should definitely read this if you are interested. It's so dark and gothic, still getting Six of Crows vibes. There's no maybe found family, I'm not too sure yet, but it's not like Six of Crows. It's just the feeling of the book. So I'm going to continue reading this now. I really want to finish it, but I am not rushing this because it is one of those books where you just want to like bathe in it. You just want to take your time. I'm getting the same feeling that I had when I read the Throne of Glass series, where I just fell in love with all of the characters and I'm just sitting with them and I'm hanging out with them, and it's going to be sad when this is over. But then I think there is a sequel series, but I won't read that just yet. But anyway, I'm going to continue with this now. Also don't want it to end, but also do want it to end so that I can tell you how I feel and know how the story ends. It's the next day. I am on page 589. I don't know what percentage, I haven't logged it yet, but near the end, the last chapter. And I'm really nervous, so I'm gonna film and see what my reaction is. All day today, I was thinking about the characters all day and I miss them, and I'm kind of not ready to leave this world. I also do want to see what happens and how the book concludes, how the series concludes. I just finished A Conjuring of Light. Oh my god, like actually, oh my god. I teared up, as you just saw. I feel like I'm probably gonna cry thinking about this. I miss everyone, all of the characters, like I wanna cry. That story rounded up so well, and so far there is no book that I don't like by V.E. Schwab. It's insane. How is she so good? This was so action-packed from start to finish. So much happened and it all made sense, and it was all for a reason. None of it was boring, none of it was a drag. Every single character, like I said in a previous clip, has a background. Even side characters. I got to know everyone. Apart from the two twins, I didn't really hear much about their back, like why are they so evil anyway. I was fully immersed. I felt like I was friends with the characters. I felt like I really got to know them and I really miss them. I think there is another series which might be about Lila, but I'm not sure. I have to have a look. I borrowed that one in a previous reading vlog and then realized I couldn't read it until I read this. So first of all, summing up A Conjuring of Light, absolutely incredible. Like I said, action-packed from start to finish. A really good story. I have no words. It's a trilogy, the Shades of Magic trilogy, which is a gathering of shadows, wait, what is it? A darker shade of magic, a gathering of shadows, and a conjuring of light. I think the first one is like 300 or so pages, and then it's like 400 pages, and this one was about 650 pages-ish. So we start with A Darker Shade of Magic, which I read at the beginning of this vlog, which feels like ages ago now. And you start by finding out, you meet Kel, who is the main character, and it is basically, it's not info dumping, it's just you're finding out through the story, and I was a bit confused and lost like at the beginning, but I just trusted in the process and I carried on reading through the confusion, even if I didn't really know what I was reading about. And soon enough it made sense, and I think it was at like 60% through or something, all the puzzles just connected, and I was like, oh, you meet the main characters, you're meeting the world obviously, and the magic system. So there's a lot to learn. I rated this a 4.5 star, and I think I did because I just wasn't immersed in the world just yet and I was a bit confused by a lot of things, but that is just a given with fantasy. It didn't give me that 5-star insane feeling, but 4.5 star, definitely not like a 3-star, definitely not a 4-star. So 4.5, I don't really do like 0.75, 0.25, things like that. I go in 0.5. So that is my rating for this book. I can't remember like how it ended. Oh, that was the acknowledgements. Oh yeah. And then we go into A Gathering of Shadows. Definitely a filler book, definitely bridging from A Darker Shade of Magic and A Conjuring of Light. A lot does happen in it. Again, I'm trying to remember. My brain is just on this right now. Let's just refresh our memory. Yes, oh my gosh, a lot happened in this one. I rated this one a 4.5 star as well. If I did 0.75, this would probably be a 0.75, but I don't, so really good. Everything's kicking off. Everything that began in this book is obviously continuing because it's a continuation of the series. Stakes are getting higher. I think this book, you're definitely understanding the world and the characters, so you can not relate, but feel for them a bit more. So yeah, really enjoy this one, 4.5 star. Finally, the one that I just finished, incredible. This is probably my favorite. I'm gonna rate this 5 star actually, because it is the biggest one, but never at any point was I bored. I'm repeating myself from the beginning, so I'm gonna stop now. I'm just too excited, but 5 star, insane. And like I said, I miss the characters so much. I really hope you enjoyed joining me with reading this series. I highly recommend. I read this because V.E. Schwab is my favorite author. I first read her book Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, absolutely incredible, 6 stars. And then I read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, gallant, and then I got gifted these, so thank you so much for these gifts. So glad I loved the series, because that would have been frustrating if I didn't. Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely day, afternoon or evening, whatever time you're watching this, and I hope you enjoyed and look forward to another reading video of mine, because I'm definitely going to be doing more. Yeah, take care of yourselves, and thank you for watching, and thank you V.E. Schwab for being an amazing author. Bye!